Great morning. You guys come on in. Come on in. Come on in. You can support me with stars. Oh my God. Y'all come on. Great morning. Hey, Charla. Good morning. Good morning. Come on in, family. My God. Woo. Good morning. Oh my goodness. Y'all know that coffee, baby. That coffee gets me. Hey, Christina, how are you, gorgeous? Hey, April. Hey, Jackie. Thank you for sharing. Let me log in and share. How about that? Oh my goodness. Thank you for sharing, April. You guys go ahead and share. While you're sharing, I'm going to share. Listen, you talking about speaker word. Hey, Rena. Hey, Michelle. Great morning, great morning, great morning. My people, my people. I am so excited about this word. Oh my God. Let me tell y'all something. First of all, I'm going to share some stuff with you all before I get to that. But listen, I just need you to know how amazing and on time God is. Like, God is so incredibly amazing, so incredibly just awe-inspiring. Like, when I tell y'all that God is, God is. And I need y'all to understand that, because I think sometimes what happens for us is that we question God because of the things that go on in our life. But I'm just trying to tell somebody that God is absolutely amazing. He is absolutely amazing. Hold on, y'all. Let me turn on my do not disturb. And I'm going to get started. So look. You all, some of you all know that, my church PTSD was triggered not too long ago. And to the point where, like, there was a level of shutdown in me that I didn't even realize how deep it was. But baby, can I just tell you that God is so incredible? Like when I tell you that God is incredible, I mean absolutely amazingly incredible, to the point where he just makes me be like, wow, God, wow. I'm in awe of him and what he does and how he does it and how he moves. And, it just like, I just be like, wow, God, really? So let me tell you what happened. So yesterday, my hubby and I were here at the house, and angel number 111, listen, we were here at the house, and he had just left, and he was going to the bank. And he called me and he said, babe, pastor said that he needs to talk to us. Listen, the way my mind is set up right now, anytime something goes on and it deals with us, I'm like, oh Lord, what's it finna be? It's finna be some mess, right? I just knew you couldn't have convinced me that it wasn't gonna be some mess. It's getting ready to be some mess. God, I don't even know why. Listen. So check this out. The man of God came, and I told my husband, I said, well, I got to go to the bathroom. I got to go to the bathroom, and I'll be out after I use the bathroom. Let me go to the bathroom. So I go to the bathroom, and I come out, and I think they're going to be in the house. They're not in the house. And so I'm like sitting there waiting. And then I said, okay, well, let me just look out the window and see if he's outside. So they were outside. So I go out and I say, hey, I thought y'all were going to be in the house. No, Pastor, like, no, I'm out here. I'm just going to, say what I came to say. And, then I'm going to go on. And I'm like, oh, God. Y'all, listen. He says, woman of God, that word that you gave the other day, that word blessed me. He said, when I tell you I don't be on Facebook like that, but I got on and it immediately went to your video, angel number 111. He said, and that word about uncomfortable, being uncomfortable, he said, that thing blessed me. Hold on one second, y'all. He said, that word blessed me. He said, that word blessed me. He said, that word blessed me. And he said, I had to come by because I need to sow my $111.11. He said, I need to sow my $111. Y'all remember angel number 111, right? I need to sow my $111.11. He told my husband, Tim, write your wife a check for $111.11. He said, that word blessed me. I was trying to figure some stuff out, but I said, okay, God, this is what you say. This is when you tell me when to have service. This is what I'm going to do. He said, okay, that's what I'm going to do. And that's what I did. And that word that you gave blessed me. I said, wow, God. Listen, let me tell y'all something. I was sitting there, my mind going to all the possible negative things that could be about to happen. And I said, really, God? And I began to cry. I began to cry because it wasn't what I thought it was going to be. I began to cry. I began to release tears. I began to thank God. And then he began to prophesy to us about us and what God is doing, and just, how we're one and how we're servants, and we serve, and we do. One thing about us, we serve, regardless of title, like any of that. None of that matters when it comes to serving. Like we serve genuinely. And I know that sometimes people don't understand my service, right? Because I serve like I'm anybody else in the church. Like, what? Like, and I'm going to overserve. Hear me when I say this. I'm going to overserve. I'm going to go out of my way to make sure that you feel amazing, that you have an amazing experience. I'm going to serve, right? So that just blessed me. And he said some other stuff. And, I just was like, Pastor, I said, well, listen, I got to tell you, I thought this was going to go a different way. I thought that this was something very different. And I was just like, and I began to tell him why I thought that. And he said, let me tell you something about me, woman of God. He said, from the first time you came, I told you, I see you. I see you. I see your heart. He said, I understand you. I get you. He said, I get you. He said, I always told you that you were, before he knew who I was. Now, my husband didn't tell nobody that this is my wife, the pastor, the prophet. He didn't tell people that. He said, this Veronica. But he always, if the prophet arose in me and there was a word, he always released me to give the word. He was always like, oh, you are a true prophet. Oh, you are a prophetess. He said prophetess. He said, you are a prophetess. You are a prophetess. The man has been consistent. He's been consistent in recognition of who I am in God. Consistent in welcoming me, loving on me, like just consistent. And not loving on me in any kind of sexual way or anything like that. He just genuinely shows love. And that blessed me. Yesterday blessed me. God continued his restoration process, his redemption process, right? His reconciliation process in my life. And I'm going to tell you, when I woke up this morning and God said, it's unlocked. I need y'all to hear me. He said, it's unlocked. I said, God, what's unlocked? He said, everything is unlocked. See, look, let me tell y'all something. Sometimes we hold on to stuff and we don't understand that it's preventing us from getting to where God is taking us. I told y'all that the other day, right? He said, listen, it's unlocked. The stuff that you had put up, locked away, it's unlocked. It unlocked parts of me that I didn't realize I had even locked up. It's unlocked. Your wealth can be locked up because of the stuff that you're holding on to, the stuff that you won't face, the stuff that you won't deal with. Listen, God said it's unlocked. He said, I'm trying to unlock you. See, you are the key, and I'm trying to unlock you, but you won't use the thing. You won't be the key. He's trying to unlock you so you can unlock others. See, it's difficult for me to fully unlock someone else if I'm not fully unlocked. I can unlock to a point, but God said, no, you're unlocked. Baby, all that just got unlocked. I unlocked some stuff. I unlocked some stuff. I unlocked the prayer of Jabez. I unlocked your exceedingly and abundantly. I unlocked it. He unlocked it. Yesterday, God unlocked that thing, baby. Do you understand me? God unlocked it. And he used Pastor George DeLoach to do it. He unlocked it. Oh, it's unlocked. You understand? See, this is why you got to understand you can't despise small beginnings. Pastor Loach just celebrated the 1 year church anniversary, and about 2 months ago, a month and a half ago, he celebrated his 1 year pastoral anniversary. It's not a huge church. It ain't a lot of people, but he's faithful. And I'm going to tell you, your faithfulness, angel number 144, will unlock things for you that the world says you shouldn't have based on your size. You shouldn't have based on your situation. You shouldn't have based on your education. You shouldn't have based on what the world says, but the world doesn't dictate. See, when you belong to God, he is the one that is in control. And because we belong to him, he has the authority to release into our hands whatever he desires to release into our hands, regardless of our credit score, our money, where we live, how many times we've been married, what our relationship status is. Like, none of that stuff matters when God gets ready to unlock things for you. It's unlocked. It's unlocked. It's unlocked. And today, I'm going to deal with the unlocking in two major areas of your life: relationship and finances. Relationship and finances. Dr. V, why are you going to deal with it based on those things? Because we mess those things up the most. So check this out. Check this out. When it comes to relationships, we often miss out on many of the blessings that God has for us because we're afraid. We're afraid. Why are we afraid? Now, we're justifiably afraid. I ain't saying you ain't got no reason to be afraid. I get where your fear comes from. We're afraid because we've been hurt. We're afraid because of the things that we've experienced in the past. We're afraid because the last time. We're afraid because, I can't afford to be hurt again. We're afraid for all of these reasons. But baby, can I share something with you? When you understand, my God, I don't know why in the world I am so hot. I'm burning up. When you understand that the enemy counts on your fear to prevent you from getting to your blessings. He counts on it. And he's going to remind you of every time something didn't work, every time somebody mistreated you, every time. You talking about the anointing. I'm about to blow this candle out, turn these lights off because I'm hot. I'm burning up. Listen, there are some things that God is trying to unlock in your life relationally. Listen to me, y'all. Listen, I want y'all to hear me. There's some things that God is trying to unlock in your life relationally. And he can't unlock it because you're moving based on fear. You're holding on to the hurt of your last relationship or the relationship before that. You're holding on to what they did. You're holding on to how it started out and how it finished. Well, it started out like this and look how that ended up. So now you don't trust nobody. You don't want to open yourself up to nobody. You don't want to believe. You don't want to hope. You don't want to expect. You operating out of fear. Now listen, fear and faith can't coexist. Either you're going to believe or you're going to be afraid. Can't be both. You can't be both. Now, you can believe and have some unbelief. Didn't Thomas say that? Lord, I believe. Help my unbelief. Where there's unbelief, God, help my unbelief. Right? Help those areas of unbelief. But listen, you can't be afraid and be walking in faith. They do not go together. Because fear immediately undermines faith. And the problem is, too many of you are double-minded. And the word of God declares that a double-minded man is unstable in not one, not two, not three, not four, but all of his ways. That means in every area of your life, you're going to see double-minded. You're going to be unstable. You're going to be unstable. You're going to be unstable. 1 minute is this, the next minute is that. 1 minute is this, next minute. Listen, right now, I declare and decree for all of you who have been walking in the spirit of double-mindedness, that today your mind will be clear, that you will be clear, that you will be set, that you will be focused, that shackle of instability, that shackle of double-mindedness will be broken, that your eyes would be open, and like the blind man, that you would see, not see men walking as trees, but see clearly, that your vision would be clear, that your sight would be clear, that everything that has clouded your vision and your judgment and your belief will be removed right now in the name of Jesus. It is so. It is so. Because it's time for you to grow up. Walking around here, 1 minute you believe, the next minute you don't. 1 minute you got expectation, the next minute you don't. I declare that it is a lie from the pit of hell and must return. No more. Set your sight. Set your sight. Set your sight on the target. Stop worrying about the how. Stop worrying about the when. Stop worrying about the who. And set your sight on the target. Where is it that God said that you're going to be? What is it that he said you're going to have? Set your sight. You worried about the day-to-day operations. He didn't tell you to worry about that. Set your sight. Because you'll mess it up trying to do it your way. Set your sight. Set your sight. Even when it don't look like it, set your sight. Maintain the expectation. And guess what we draw? Angel number 166. Guess what we draw in our instability? Other unstable people. If you're unstable, don't be surprised when you're surrounded by unstable people. It's going to be instability and double-mindedness all around you. Why? You unstable and double-minded. Angel number 177. When you set your sight, listen to me, y'all. I'm going to tell y'all something. Y'all listen. If you will hear what the Lord is saying, he's saying, it's unlocked. You keep locking it back up with your double-mindedness, with your fear. But it's unlocked. It's waiting for you. Don't lock it back up. Don't lock it back up with your unforgiveness. Don't lock it back up with your double-mindedness. Don't lock it back up with your fear. Don't lock it back up. Don't lock it back up. Don't lock it back up. He unlocked it. It's unlocked. It's unlocked. It's already done. It's done. He didn't say, Dr. V, tell the people I'm going to unlock it. No, he said, it's unlocked. And what you do with it, it's up to you. Whether it stays unlocked or not, it's up to you. He unlocked it. Whether it stays unlocked, it's up to you. Your choices, your thoughts, your beliefs. You got to make some decisions. It's decision-making time. Whatever God allows. That ain't what the word says. What are y'all reading? I don't know what y'all be reading. Because y'all don't be reading the same Bible I be reading. Well, whatever the Lord, if the Lord allow, what is this? Where's this stuff coming from? This stuff comes from religion and tradition. That's not God. He didn't say, well, when you pray, say, Lord, whatever you allow. Listen, let me tell y'all something. You don't have authority because you won't accept the authority that you were given at birth. You don't know who you are. You don't know your identity. You don't know who your daddy is. Because if you knew who your daddy was, you would move different. Listen, I just, somebody shared with me the video, and I've seen this before, this clip of Jamal Bryant. And he's talking about taking his daughters to Forever 21. And he said, okay, they were in the mall. And they said, can we stop? Can we just go in? And he was like, yeah, we can go in. And so he said, okay, I'm going to give each one of you $50, right? So he gave each one of the three girls the $50 two of them just went off and they started shopping, right? But one of them said, Daddy, I want to stay with you. And she stayed with her daddy. And she said, oh, Daddy, what you think about them jeans? You like those jeans, Daddy? And he said, yeah, I like them. She said, you think I should get them, Daddy? And he said, yeah, get them. Daddy, what you think about that sweater? You like that sweater, Daddy? He said, yeah, I like it. You think I should get it, Daddy? He said, yeah, get it. Daddy, what about that coat? You like that coat, Daddy? He said, yeah, I like it. You think I should get it, Daddy? Yeah, get it. Daddy, now I don't really have no earrings to go with none of this. Daddy, you think I should get some earrings? He said, yeah, go on and get you some earrings. Well, Daddy, these are the earrings that I can wear every day, but Daddy, I need some special occasion earrings. He said, you go ahead and get them. They get to the register after 15 minutes. Her sisters bring their $50 worth of stuff. But she got $150 worth of stuff. Her sisters was mad, like, why she get more? Da, 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 da. And she said, because I stayed with Daddy. I walked with Daddy. See, listen, let me tell y'all something. Some of you have taken the word of God and the promises of God and you've limited it to your $50 allotment. But God says that I will give you the desires of your heart. That's right, Charla. I will give you the desires. He said that exceedingly and abundantly. Oh, that ain't $50. Exceedingly and abundantly ain't $50. He said that whatsoever you say, that shall you have. Oh, you better be careful what you saying because you getting what you saying. If you don't like what you got, you need to check what you say. Look, God gives us a free will. In that situation with Jamal and his daughters, one of his daughters exercised the ultimate wisdom. She stayed with her daddy because one thing that you got to know about daddies and daughters is it's difficult for daddies to say no to their daughters. When they love their daughter, they're going to try to go out of their way to make sure their daughter doesn't have just what she needs, but also what she wants. And so God desires with us as his children, period, to bless us. He does. But we so scared that we're going to be disappointed, that we won't believe God, that we won't say what he said about us. Listen, the word of God is very clear when it comes to me. It may not be clear when it comes to you, but it's clear when it comes to me. And what it says is that his word shall not return to him void, but it is going to accomplish everything that it's sent forth to accomplish. In my life. You understand? In my life. Now, y'all might not appropriate it. I'm talking about, this is what the word says. God said, my word shall not return to me void, but it shall accomplish everything that I send it to accomplish in Veronica's life. He said, I shall do exceedingly and abundantly above all that Veronica can think or ask. Y'all don't want to appropriate it. I'm appropriating it. Listen, I know every promise in the book belongs to me. He said, Veronica is the head and not the tail, above only and not beneath, the lender and not the borrower. He said that about me. He said that I, who began a good work in Veronica, will be faithful and just to bring it to completion until the coming of Christ. That means even in my flawed nature, even in my imperfection, even in the things that I got wrong or I get wrong or I'm off in. He said, I'm not going to stop until I finish doing what I started doing in your life. I won't quit. I won't stop. Listen, when you believe the word of God for your life, you will move in a different way. Let me share this with you. I told God, it's been a few years. I said, God, you know, I see people go on girls' trips. God, I haven't been on a girls' trip. I don't really have folks that I like travel with. Like, God, I want to go on girls' trips. God, I want to travel. God, I want to see the world. God, I want to have people that I love that I can go and do things with. My husband and I went on the cruise. That was part one, and we didn't pay for it. My God, I need y'all to understand. God will give you your desires, and you won't even have to foot the bill. Listen, then I said, you know, my girls, we got a girls trip coming up. I asked my husband, baby, we got a girls trip coming up. I know that in the natural, it looks like the money is tight. Hear me when I say this. It looks like money is tight because my husband took a leap of faith and he did what God said do. Anytime you do what God says do, it's going to look like you should have stayed doing what you was doing. It's going to look like that. It's going to look like that. It's going to look like, don't be shocked when it look like that. When it look tight. Don't be shocked. Okay? But I know I want to go on this girls trip. I'm not teaching this term. I don't have all that extra money coming in, that regular set extra money. I said, God, you know I want to go on this girls trip. I just need to figure the money out. And my husband said, babe, yeah, of course you can go. He said, I can't wait for the day when I can just give you the money and say, here, baby, just go. Just go. I'm looking forward to that day. Get you a man that want to send you on trips. Even when he don't go, get you a man that want to pay for it. You understand what I'm saying? This man's heart desire is to pay for everything that I desire. So even if he can't do it right now, I know he will. Listen, I know it's coming, right? I have that expectation. I already know the wealth inside of him. So I already know it's coming. So check this out. So yesterday, I'm minding my business. I'm teaching my class. I use Square, you know, for my classes and stuff. And it says, you've been pre-approved. You've been pre-approved for a Square loan. Listen, your Square loan amount has been increased because I pay it off because it comes out of my stuff as it comes in. It automatically pays on it. And I've had quite a bit coming through lately. So it said, listen, it's been increased. Enough to cover my flight and my stay. Huh? What y'all said? What y'all said? Look, let me tell you something. I said, listen, I'm going on this trip. I don't know where the money coming from. That ain't my business. God, I need to be on this trip. You need to do what you need to do, God. Okay? Listen, I know you're going to work something out. I know you got it figured out. But I'm just saying, I'm expecting to go. I'm expecting that. Now, while I'm teaching my class, I get the email. I said, mind you, I already got an $111.11 seat. You hear what I'm telling y'all? So we went to the store, had to go to the store. I want y'all to listen. Listen, there are keys in this. We go to the store. I said, baby, I want to go get some jackfruit. I want to go get some jackfruit. I want to get me some jackfruit because I want to cook jackfruit. Rena and I are going to cook jackfruit together, right? So I'm trying to go to the store and get me a fresh jackfruit because we get ready to explore. We get ready to experiment. And we go to the bank first. I cash the check. I said, oh, baby, there's Publix. We can go there. He said, yeah, you're going to pay for your shopping pleasure. I said, that's okay. I don't mind paying for my shopping pleasure. So I go into Publix, right? Now, my husband likes to shop at Walmart, okay, because he's thrifty, okay? So Publix to him be like wasting money, okay, because he's going to count down to the penny, right? Listen, let me tell y'all about me. My mindset is this. I'm going to be able to go into whatever store I want to go into and get whatever I want without looking at the price tag. That's not going to determine whether I get it. If I want it, I will have it. And it's going to start in the grocery store, okay? I ain't saying I'm too good to go to Walmart. I'm saying I want Publix vibes, right? Why Publix vibes? What are you saying, Dr. B? Are you saying that people that go to Walmart aren't on the same level? I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is there is an experience you get in Publix that you do not get in Walmart. And I'm paying for the experience. I'm paying for the shopping pleasure. I'm paying to be able to go in the store and be in a certain atmosphere. Yeah, listen, Rosalind talking about Publix bougie. Absolutely. Now I can go to Winn-Dixie. That's a different vibe too. So if you think about it, like, and I ain't trying to be funny. I'm not trying to be funny. I want y'all to listen to me and understand something. Look, in your life, you get to decide where you vibrate, what your frequency is going to be. There's a certain frequency that exists in Walmart, and you see it, right? You see the Walmart frequency, okay? You see you walk in Walmart, it's a certain aura. It's a certain air. It's a certain being. That's not what I ain't trying to say there, right? I ain't saying I ain't never been there, and I ain't saying I can't go to Walmart, because I still ended up going to Walmart, right? But listen, you walk in Publix. That's how it feels. It's like, I don't know. God just has me in a place where, angel number 177, where I'm particular about environments. I'm particular about environments. Okay? If you want a certain environment, expect to pay for the environment. My daughter said to me one time, Mom, well, if you had just lived in cheaper places, then maybe we wouldn't have struggled so much with money. No, we wouldn't have struggled so much with money, but we would have struggled with some other things, because the environment. See, I paid for the environment that I put my kids in. I paid. Like, I'm willing to pay for the environment, because the environment elevates you, right? The environment elevates you. You think different, you move different, you dress different, you talk different, you walk different, you act different, depending on the environment. I know y'all saying, well, I'm the same everywhere I go. Well, I ain't trying to be funny, but that's a problem, because some places, some stuff just ain't appropriate. Like, you got to know how to show up in different environments. And I get that, and I understand that, but I wanted my children to have certain environments. Now, what I'm not going to let y'all do is bring the hood into this environment and drop it down. No, we're not doing that, okay? So I'm going to need you to elevate how you show up, okay? All right. So we go to Publix, and I go for the jackfruit. That's what I went for, the jackfruit. But I'm walking through Publix. I said, well, I wonder how much the soup is. I mean, I wonder what kind of soup they got today. So I go to look at the soup. Do I want some wild mushroom? Because they got great soup. Publix has great soup. They have great subs. Y'all know about them chicken wings at Publix. You know they be fire, right? I didn't do that, but I was looking. I just was looking. I was walking around. I was feeling it. My husband knows I don't even like going to the grocery store. Not only did I go in, but I went in and I was leisurely in the store, right? We go back, we trying to get to the produce, and the produce is in the back. Normally the produce in the front, produce in the back, right? So we go back, and we back there by the seafood where the sushi is out. I love some sushi. I ain't had none in a while, so I get me a roll of sushi. It's like, okay, I'm looking. I was out of my oat milk creamer, so he had to get me some regular creamer. I got my oat milk creamer. See, they got it at Publix. See, they keep it at Publix. I'm just trying to tell y'all something. They keep it at Publix. Okay, all right, the oat milk creamer, right? Not the regular creamer, the oat milk. Okay, so I got my oat milk creamer. I go on around, and we get to the fruit, and they had some seedless watermelons. I really didn't want seedless because that's not natural. Fruit without seeds is not natural. Okay, so I didn't want the seedless watermelon, but I wanted some watermelon. Okay. So they had the small ones. I'm looking. Then they had a big one. Still didn't have seeds. Okay, well, I'm gonna have to get it because I just want me some watermelon, right? And this is the only store I'm planning on going to, because I don't like going to the store like that. So I tell my husband, maybe you'll get a watermelon for me. You'll pick one. Of course, it was a problem, because I'm like, baby, that's the biggest watermelon they had, because I want the biggest bang for the buck, okay? Because they all cost the same amount. He's like, baby, you pick one. I don't even want to pick one. Let's find this. Okay, we're just gonna go with this. Got me some mangoes, did all that. We go to the register. Oh, I gotta get some ice cream. Not ice cream, sherbet. I gotta do sherbet because I'm lactose intolerant. So I got some sherbet, and they had a mango peach sherbet at Publix. Baby, it's fire. That's what I'm gonna tell y'all. It's fire. So we get the sherbet. We go to checkout. We check out. I paid $30-some. I didn't get that much stuff, but it was $30-some. Okay, I ain't mad. I pay the money. Go on about my business. Okay, so we get in the car. We see someone that had been wanting to see us. She knew my husband. She had been wanting to meet me. So that worked out. So I got a chance to meet her, hug her, talk to her. We leave. And when we pull out, I'm telling y'all, this how my husband do, y'all. This be the stuff, right? So we come out, we get in the car, we pull out of the parking lot, we get to the stoplight. He said, so you didn't want no jackfruit? You changed your mind about the jackfruit? They know I didn't change my mind about the jackfruit. Why you didn't remind me? He said, well, you didn't go get it. I thought that would have been the first place. Baby, Babe, why you didn't say that when we was in the store? Why you wait till we come out, get in the car, and get to the store? Babe, why you didn't remind me? I just thought you had changed your mind because you was doing all this shopping and picking stuff. Babe, I didn't change my mind. I wanted the jackfruit. Why you didn't remind me? So now we got to go back in the store. Go back in the store, and they don't have no jackfruit. This particular Publix no longer carries it. I'm like, okay, wow. All right, so we still got to go to Walmart. We go to Walmart. Walmart doesn't have it, but we get a little miniature Tajin seasoning because I love that. I put it on all the fruit and stuff. I just love it, right? If y'all haven't used that on fruit, baby, it's fire, okay? It's a little Mexican seasoning. So we get some Tajin. I said, babe, make sure you get you some chips because he wanted some chips. I said, make sure you get you some chips. He got him some chips. And I don't know, I got something else, I think. So pay for the stuff. I was like, oh, you expensive. No, I'm just messing with him. He said, I started to put one of the bags back. I said, no, you're not going to put no bags back. We're going to get these 3 bags of chips. We're going to get the barbecue, the whatever other kind he got, and the jalapeno. We getting all the chips. We getting these chips. What we not going to do is pinch pennies about some chips. We're not going to do it. Baby, you get them chips. I'm just messing with you. So, thank you, babe. He had to bring it in here so I can show y'all. They need to sponsor me, Tajin. Tajin, Tajin. It's a chili lime seasoning, okay? So, we leave. Y'all, let me tell y'all something. Stop limiting yourself. Stop doing that. Stop limiting yourself. Stop it. Stop acting like, oh, you know, I can't afford. My daddy rich. He own everything. That's not my issue. Just because I don't have it in my hand right now don't mean that it ain't coming. Just because I can't see where it's coming from don't mean it ain't coming. How you say it? Tahim? Tahim? How you say it? Tahim. Okay, Tahim. Okay. Tahim. I like Tajin better, but Tahim. Okay. Kareem done corrected me. Tahim. And I know Spanish. I know a J is pronounced as an H. I don't know why. Listen, Tahim. Tahim. Okay. Y'all know black people is still going to be Tajin. Okay. Tahim. Okay. She can't let me butcher it no more. Thank you, Kareem, for correcting me. Look, stop limiting yourself. God has unlocked the keys to wealth. He says in his word this, I have given you the ability to obtain wealth. That means that wealth is where? It's in you. He's given you the ability to obtain wealth. What you doing with that ability, though? See, y'all, it's in you. Your wealth, you're wondering where it's at. It's in you. It's in you. The wealth is in you. It's hidden in you. It's hidden in your gifts. It's hidden in your talents that you're not monetizing. Like you just doing it for free. Oh, my God. You doing it for free when people would gladly pay you to do it for them. You just, no, I don't want to charge because, you know, I'm not certified in this. I don't have a certificate. What are you talking about? Certifications are things that people put in place to make money off of people's gifts who need to have a piece of paper and want to have a piece of paper to say that they can do it. That's what certifications are. Somebody created it. Somebody created it as a way of making money. So let me go on and certify these people so I can make this money. That's what it is. Y'all, look. If y'all don't get nothing else out of this climb, if y'all don't get nothing else, get that it is unlocked. And everything that you need is inside of you. You are the key. You are the one. You. So I told y'all that I was going to do the class. Excuse me. Finding the wealth in you. Finding the wealth in you. And I am. I'm actually going to do it Saturday morning, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time to 12. Finding the Wealth in You. I'm doing it Saturday. I'm going to be dropping the link for it. The class is $100. I got VIP for $150, and you get a 1-hour session with me. Listen, what I'm going to tell y'all is this. That $100, $150 will show you where your money resides. Your money resides in you. You're where the money resides. You're looking for it outside of you, but it's in you. You are the key to your wealth. And the problem is we think our wealth is just outside of us, but it's in you. My brother Craig said something on their live that they did Sunday night, him and his wife, Keisha. And he talked about how he had all of these skills, all of these talents, and all of these abilities, but he wasn't using them. He wasn't monetizing them, but he had them. He knew how to do the stuff. He just wasn't doing it. So he's selling fire sticks, but he knows how to do construction and water tanks and all of this stuff. He's got all of these skills that he's not making money on. And when he met Keisha, Keisha helped to unlock that stuff, to bring it from within to outside so that he could create wealth. Now they're building a legacy together. The right woman in your life will help you to identify wealth, that your money you leaving on the table. I tell my husband all the time, he leave money on the stove. Babe, you leaving money on the stove, babe. He be fixing 12 plates to go take to people. So, babe, you selling them plates? He said, no, I'm just going to go feed them, because, they bless me. I'm just going to go feed them. I be like this. So when we finna start selling this food, when we finna put a price tag on it, when we finna start charging for your catering, when we finna do that, his food is too good for it not to make him money. And it's good when people call and say, hey, can you fix da 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 da? Baby, that man's macaroni and cheese make you want to hit somebody in the throat. That's how good it is. I just wanted to eat the cheese, burnt cheese on the side of the aluminum pan. I want that. Let me eat that. That's how good it is. Cheese all up on the aluminum foil where the foil done laid on it, and it's cheese and macaroni. I said, oh my God, I'm eating on it. He come over there, he started pulling off of it. I said, babe, what you doing? He said, I'm eating this. Now, really, what he didn't know was I'm feeling away because I wanted to eat that off the aluminum foil. There's wealth inside of you. If you want to know how to find the wealth in you, put finding the wealth in the comments, and I'll send you the link so that you will be able to register. The class is going to be Saturday from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's going to be Saturday morning. Yeah, I know it's a Saturday morning, but baby, let me tell you something. What better way to spend your Saturday morning than figuring out how to unlock the wealth within you? Right? Listen, we unlocking the wealth, right? It's too much wealth inside of us. It's too much wealth on this line for us to struggle and have money problems and money issues. And y'all, I'm going to tell y'all this because I want y'all to hear me, and I'm being very, very real when I say this. Listen to me. Listen. Get ready to activate. I need y'all to activate. I need y'all to do something. Let me tell y'all something. Most people pay for all these classes and never do anything with it. Is that going to be you? Is that going to be you? Because if that's you, keep your 100. Keep it. Keep it. Don't even give it to me. Don't give it to me. Do you hear what I'm saying? I don't want it. I don't want it because it ain't about the money for me. I need y'all to come in ready to find the wealth in you and implement and activate. Don't be just taking classes to take classes and say you know something. I'm not tired of that yet. Just spending money. Just spending money. And what you finna do with this? I need y'all to use it. I need y'all to come in with the mindset that in the next 30 days, you're going to activate one of your wealth building mechanisms that are inside of you within the next 30 days. I'm talking about 30 days. I ain't talking about in 3 months, 6 months to a year. No, 30 days. I'm going to give you 30 days to get it activated. And I'm going to check on you. What you doing? Where you at? Oh, you got plans. Does the plans include using your gifts to make some money? Listen, I'm serious about this. I'm serious about this. You know, I need you to understand that there is a recession. Listen, there is a recession that's coming. It's really already here, but it's really getting ready to come in a greater measure. I don't want y'all missing what God is doing and find yourself recessing with the world. We shouldn't be recessing with the world. No matter what's going on in the world, we are created to prosper. So while other people are recessing, we're supposed to be prospering. See, that's why God has given us the access that he has. He's unlocked things for us so that when other people are crying about money, complaining about money, we making money. Okay? So get ready, because we're getting ready to recession-proof your life. We getting ready to recession-proof your life. But you got to be willing to do the work. So if you want to do the Finding the Wealth class, put Finding the Wealth in the comments. I see you, Kim. I see you, Roz. I see you, Summerlin. Yeah, get that money, Summy. That's right. Put it in the comments. I'll get you the information for you to register. I recommend personally that if you're going to do it, do the VIP, because the VIP is going to give you a 1-hour individual session with me. That 1-hour individual session will allow you to take the information you gain to create the plan, right? To figure out where your wealth is and to create the plan to actually get more detailed insight on the implementation of it. Listen, do it and go all the way. Afterpay is available, so you can split it up in 4 payments. Can't beat that. 4 payments, right? Either $25 to $35. I think that's about right. $35.70, $140, $40, about $40, $40, $80, $120, $160. Yeah, about $40, something like that. About $37.50. That's what it is. $37.50. So every 2 weeks for 8 weeks. But y'all do it, because I'm gonna tell y'all something. Kim said, I'm about that Afterpay life. Baby, let me tell y'all something. You listen. There's something about the ability to use other people's money that's amazing and powerful. There's something about that. I'm just telling y'all, use other people's money when you can use other people's money. Use your money for the things that you need to do right now. But use other people's money, right? That OPM, other people's money, and that's how the wealthy get wealthy and stay wealthy. They use other people's money. They don't necessarily just use their money. They don't do that. So anyway, that's one philosophy, right? But God's unlocked it. It's unlocked. It's unlocked, and you all have the opportunity to tap into what God is doing in this season, and without excuse. There's no excuses. Let's go. Let's do it. He's unlocked it. I talked about the relationships. Now we're talking about the financial side, right? This is the other piece of it, right? If you don't put anything in the ground, you can't get anything out. If you don't put anything in the ground, you can't get anything out. And I need y'all to understand that. That's why the principles and the laws of sowing and reaping are so real. When the man of God, and this is how you know it's real, that man of God made his way to the house so that he could sow that seed into my life. I'm telling you, in this season, be careful where you sow your seed. Be careful where you sow your seed, because the quality of the soil will determine your return and whether or not you get one. Be careful where you sow your seed. So if you feel led to sow a seed, you can sow a seed at $DRV Johnson 777, $DRV Johnson 777, or listen, you can use Venmo or Zelle. I'm getting ready to stop using PayPal, y'all. You can use Venmo or Zelle. If you need that information, let me know. I'll give it to you. Listen, but what I do know is this. People that sow into this soil, I'm good soil, and I produce a harvest. Listen, and I'm telling you, and it's usually not a long time before the harvest is produced, right? So I'm expecting a harvest to be produced in your life when you sow into me. I expect it. I declare it. I demand it. Okay? That's my expectation. So look, y'all, I'm going to get off here. I love y'all. I love y'all to life and life more abundant. If you want to do the Finding the Wealth class, put Finding the Wealth in the comments. I'll get back to you with the link for you to register. But I know this Saturday it's going down, and we're getting ready to change lives, starting with our own. lives and pockets. Okay? Lives and pockets. Look, I love you guys to life and life more abundant. Have an amazing, incredible, and epic day. Be blessed. Mwah.